I'm a new Airbnb host, and this is the only lock I'll ever use on any of my Airbnb properties. When my husband and I were planning out our Airbnb, one of the things we knew we wanted was a smart lock. We didn't want to have to worry about exchanging keys with our guests or putting a clunky lockbox out front. We wanted to make it as seamless as possible, so smart lock was definitely the way to go. But there are a lot of options when it comes to smart locks. So we did our research, we asked some friends with Airbnbs what they use, and ultimately the tipping point was Airbnb's integration with the lock that we chose. So we went with the Schlage. I don't really know how to pronounce it, but I'll put the name here. We went with their Encode model, which is one of their newer versions of their smart lock. The Encode has a couple different styles and colors, so you can make sure that it matches the style of your house, which is really nice. It's only about $250, and you can get it at a lot of major retailers like Home Depot, Lowe's, or we ordered ours on Amazon. Why is it the best lock ever? Well, there's a couple things. So first of all, installation was so easy. My husband Lonnie said that it took him maybe 5 to 10 minutes to remove our old deadbolt and replace it with the Schlage model that we bought. Don't need any specialized tools. It fits right in the hole where your existing deadbolt is. So my favorite reason why we chose this lock is its integration with Airbnb. We can connect the lock directly to our hosting account and our listing. So as soon as somebody makes a reservation, their code is generated to work as soon as check-in time starts. So our check-in time is at 3 p.m. So on the days that they check in, their code starts working at 3. And then as soon as the reservation is over, the app will automatically deactivate their code. So they won't be able to access your home again after the reservation is over. So it gives us peace of mind to know that all of that is set up without us even pressing a single button or opening the app. Another great part of the Airbnb integration with this lock is that that code is listed under the guest booking details. So it's easy for them to find and use when the time comes. And we don't have to send an additional message to tell them what their code is or manage that at all on our end. We also wanted to make sure that we had a lock where guests didn't have to download an additional app, because we all have too many apps on our phone, and that would be an inconvenience for me. If I was staying at an Airbnb and they told me to download an app so that I could access their property, that would be a lot of work, and I would be kind of frustrated about it. So we wanted to skip that step. All the guests need is a code. When you set up this lock, you also get access to the Schlage app, which is free to use. It's not like super complicated to get in there. It's really simple. You can set up your access codes. Schlage gives you 100 different codes that you can use. We also have custom codes for us. So Lonnie and I can access the property if we use our owner code, and then our cleaning team can also use a separate code. So we get notifications when somebody uses the lock. So we know if our cleaning team has come in. I know if Lonnie's gone into the property. If we had a handyman or a contractor that needed to access, we could set up their own individual code so we can know when they access the house. Some other great things about this lock that we love. It has an auto lock feature, so you can set a timer for between 15 seconds and 10 minutes for the lock to lock itself. So if you're worried about your Airbnb guests leaving your house unsecured while they're out and about, you don't have to worry. It'll lock itself after the time you set. We set ours to 4 minutes. That seems like a good time, especially if people are like going in and out of the house. It doesn't lock them out or whatever, but 4 minutes works for us. And then if you're also one of those types of people like I am that worries after you leave the house if you locked it, you don't have to worry. It also has a one-touch locking feature, so you don't have to enter your code when you leave to lock up. You can just press the little lock icon on the front of the keypad. And the last thing I love about this lock is the battery life indicator right on the home page of the app. So once you open it up, you can see how much life is left in the batteries. And then if you need to replace it, you'll also get a notification through the app. And it takes 4 AA batteries. So it's super simple to change out. You don't have to worry about getting specialty batteries and keeping those on hand. You never have to worry about your batteries going out while a guest stays with you. Okay, so I know that was a lot of information, but as new hosts, this lock has really made check-ins so easy for us to manage. One, we barely have to do anything. The lock does most of the work for us, and our guests have been able to use it easily. If you're an Airbnb host or you use a smart lock on your home, which one do you use?